welcome you to the 14th Annual Unity Awards Luncheon, and thank you so much for being here. We know that unity in diversity is the highest possible attainment of a civilization, and this attainment is made possible by the people we are here to honor and recognize today. These outstanding individuals have helped pave the way for social justice and equality in our community. And we enter into this celebration with a sense of hope and pride. Before I get started or go any further, I'd like to recognize city council members. If you guys would please stand up or wave, sitting right over here. Thanks for coming today. Are there any other elected officials here? Any other elected officials, if you would wave and be recognized? Okay, well, thank you for your service. So I would also like to take this time to thank the Unity and Diversity Committee for the leadership it has provided to this city and for the Partners in Prevention staff. I would like to also extend a special thanks to the Unity Honors Committee for all the work they have made to make this event possible. So congratulations to the recipients, and they'll be honored today, and enjoy the event, and again, welcome. So at this time, I'd like to introduce our Mistress of Ceremonies, Ms. Casey Kobiak.
Hello everyone, my name is Casey Kobiak. I am the anchor for the 6 and 10 p.m. news at KETK in Tyler. It is such an honor to be here today, to be able to be your Mistress of Ceremonies. I'd like to start out by reading Psalms chapter 133, verse 1. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. How befitting on a day when we gather to celebrate the lives of those who have demonstrated leadership in promoting unity, understanding, and social justice for all. The Unity Honors is a Lifetime Achievement Award that pays homage to the pillars of our community, those who have blazed a trail to bridge the gap between people from different walks of life, those who have created peace and harmony in its absence, while speaking out boldly against any form of injustice. We'd like to thank Lori's Eats and Sweets, who prepared our delicious meal that you are enjoying right now. Thank you so much. Really delicious food there. We'd also like to recognize the City of Longview liaison, Jasmine Stoker, for Partners in Prevention. Jasmine, where are you? Can you please stand? She has worked so hard. Isn't this gorgeous with the peacock theme? Absolutely gorgeous, Jasmine. We'd also like to thank all of our many sponsors for today, because without our sponsors, obviously events like this would not be possible. So thank you for your continued support. Now I'd like to bring to the stage Reverend Evan Doleve to give our opening invocation.
Will you join me in prayer? You, O God, are the God of all people, in all places, and at all times. We pause to contemplate your grandeur and majesty. We pause to find your quiet center. As we are gathered here, remind us that the call to be united is not one of pleasantries or accolades. Rather, it is one that is lived out in our words, and our actions, our thoughts, and our deeds. Our community, our state, and nation need to hear a call of unity once more. Not that we might believe the same, think the same, or serve the same, so that we may recognize that Longview is stronger together than we are apart. That Texas is stronger together than we are apart. That the United States of America is stronger together than we are apart. You, O God, have called us to be united, but our world is broken and fragmented and strained. It is not the world in which you have envisioned. Wars, famine, distrust, injustice, and greed run rampant in your world. You have called your followers to a higher and more perfect standard based on the knowledge of your word your promises of grace and truth. We confess that we have failed to hold up your ways in this world, rather attending to our own needs first. You call us to love, but yet we hate. You call us to serve, but we are greedy. You call us to care, but we turn away hoping someone else will do it. You call us to stand up for justice for all people, but allow partisan politics to overwhelm our voice that is speaking truth to power. We seek your comforting peace in the midst of chaos. We look for your movement in the world around us. We struggle to listen and hear your voice. Speak to us now, O God. Stir within us your spirit, which will embolden our faith so that we may continue to serve your world around us. May we rise up to the task at hand. May we respond to hatred with love, injustice with compassion, struggles of the heart and faith with grace and understanding. Help us to shed the labels that separate us, that divide us, for these hold us back from being a full and united community and giving us a full picture of who you are. O Lord, through these days ahead, in the weeks and the months, illuminate our path that we may walk through a dark valley or down a road that does not have a certain destination, knowing that we do not walk alone. Make us aware of our call to serve, to love, and to give. Help us to be open to tough conversations about important and moral issues that are facing our community, our state, and our nation. Mold our hearts to be more like yours. May we be united under one banner, the banner of togetherness and unity, and above all, love. We thank you that you are the light that never goes out, the eye that never closes, the ear that never shuts, and the heart that never grows cold. For you are a God that never stops reaching. Give success to the work of our hands, and we pray this in the name of Jesus the Christ, the Holy One of God. Amen.
Stronger together. Beautiful message there. Thank you, Reverend. Now I'd like to invite to the stage the City of Longview Liaison, Jasmine Stoker.
I am elated to see you all here today and to tell you the history of the Unity and Diversity Committee. The Unity and Diversity Committee was originally conceived as the Race Relations Committee in 1995 by community members who were concerned by the lack of open and honest dialogue about race relations in our community. The committee believes that a fundamental goal of a just society is equal opportunity and fair treatment of its members. It was the resolution of the members to create the setting conducive to a critical evaluation of local, state, and national race relations. In 2012, the Race Relations Committee created a strategic plan and thus emerged with a new name, the Unity and Diversity Committee, along with a new mission statement. The mission statement reads, Unity and Diversity Committee seeks to overcome barriers to the full inclusion of all community members by protecting human rights, challenging discrimination, and celebrating diversity and commonality. The committee continues to host the annual Unity Honors Luncheon, the World Cafe, and the Multicultural Stage at the city's 4th of July Freedom and Fireworks celebration. On behalf of the Unity and Diversity Committee, I would like to invite you to join our monthly meetings held at noon, the first Monday of each month at the Longview Public Library. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope you enjoy the videos.
Here in the city of Longview, we are blessed to have some amazing organizations with a heart to serve our community in ways that a place of everyone is on an equal playing field. Now, Chick-Fil-A is one of those organizations we're talking about. They are constantly putting God's love into action by donating food to those in need, providing scholarships to team members, and supporting local nonprofit agencies, schools, and other organizations, many on an ongoing basis. Chick-Fil-A has been a hand in helping throughout the community and a partnership that is treasured by many. To quote the late Truett Cathy, the founder of Chick-Fil-A, "We should be about more than just selling chicken. We should be a part of our customers' lives and the communities in which we serve." Chick-fil-A of Longview has definitely lived up to that quote, and we appreciate your service. There we go, Chick-fil-A, thank you so much. At this time, could you please lend your attention to the video displayed on the screen as we present our presentation of our honorees, beginning with Reverend Lewis Thompson, Jr.
Reverend Lewis Thompson Jr. was the first of 5 siblings born to Lewis Sr. and Lola Thompson. Reverend Thompson spent most of his early years attending Longview schools from elementary to graduating from Longview High School in 1968. A family of stability and longevity is what gives Reverend Thompson a high level of being committed to a task and to service. His father is 88 years old. His parents were married for 70 years. He worked for more than 30 years with the Eastman Company. He has been married for 47 years to Patricia Thompson and has volunteered with the Longview Mentoring Program for more than 14 years. What drives Reverend Thompson to give back and to serve and to work in the community is his willingness to know how blessed he has been over the years and his faith in God. Reverend Thompson notes, you should live life to the fullest, from volunteering to playing a round of golf. Enjoy life and the blessings that God has bestowed upon each of us.
My parents shaped my life by explaining to me to do things right.
My first impression of Reverend Thompson was that he was a man of integrity.
And he also have a spirit, what I love about him, of excellence. He love it done right. If it can't be done right, he's not a part of it.
You've heard the saying, walk the walk and talk the talk. He does both. He doesn't just say, do as I say, but he gives you an example that you can do as he does.
What makes him a good brother? Because he loves, he's concerned, and he just have feelings for everyone. He wants everyone to be treated the same.
Reverend Thompson has a servant's heart. He loved people, he loved God, and he would go out his way. He would do most anything for anybody if it's going to help them.
He always had this personality that drew people, okay? And so what he's doing now in his ministry is natural.
And he believed in bringing people together, not dividing people. That's why he gets involved with so many activities, from one activity from the schools, the ministry, to whatever, because that's what he's all about, is bringing people together.
He has a real desire to connect with young people, but also to provide support, encouragement, inspiration to young people who are dealing with challenges and adversity.
There's a lot of barriers in life that if they're not handled properly, they can become stumbling blocks. And so when you're around people and you see how they act, how they connect, how they go beyond what's normal to do things to help people that they may not have been around all their life, that may not even look like they do, but they're so in love with humanity that they're willing to sacrifice.
He is a person I call on for advice. He has advised me many, many times, and he is that sound, wise counsel about working with the community, working with young people, working with young people from a diverse community and being as effective as possible in our work.
So when I retired in 2004, after that May, I said, I want to give back. I want to give back. I want to be to young people what people have been for me.
I've seen him in that where he was mentoring this particular young man. And I knew that him and his wife have no kids of their own. But the traits that he showed in the way that he addressed this mentoring with this kid showed me a lot about what his heart was like for concern for this young man.
What I love about watching him as a mentor is he's genuine, he is able to connect, and he's always open to learning better ways to do that and doesn't just assume that he knows all the right ways. And I appreciate that about him, that he's in that always learning sort of mode.
You're gonna meet people in your life that you'll never forget. They're gonna give you advice, solid advice that you're gonna use in your life. Don't forget those that are coming behind you that may not have the kind of people in their life to give them valuable information.
He really impacted a lot of young men's lives, turned some young men that are totally around from the direction they was going. But Reverend Thompson had one guy, a young man that he was mentoring, and he was kind of getting on the wild side, kind of going the wrong direction. And Reverend Thompson began to mentor him and kind of exposed him to some things that helped him to see that he was going the wrong direction. And it totally turned that young man's life around.
We got to teach our children to respect authority. We got to teach them to be proud of themselves. No matter if you have a college education or whatever, just do what you do well, because society needs everybody.
I can't think of anyone any more deserving for this award this year than you, Reverend Thompson. You've certainly proven yourself to me and to this community that you love the Lord, you love your wife, you love people.
I know the sacrifices that you have made. I know the love that you have for peoples. And I know that you will probably receive this with a heart of humbleness, because that's a lot about who you are. But I'm just so happy for you.
To me, this is one of the most important honors our community can give, a person who is able to promote unity and diversity. And I think you exemplify that honor in a way few can.
Like in your own words, we love you and ain't nothing you can do about it. Well, I just want you to know that we truly do love you.
Congratulations, Pastor Reverend Lewis Thompson, my big brother. You deserve it, you deserve it, you deserve it, because you are a man of honor.
I'm retired, I'm giving back. Life is great for me, and I would not trade it for anything. Let me say this before I close out. God is amazing. He is what drives me. He gives me peace in whatever situation that I'm in. If it had not been for God on my side, you guys would not be interviewing me today.
Reverend, could you please come to the stage?
I'm going to share just a few words. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless you.
And now for our next honoree, Miss Regina Wayne. Please lend your attention to the video displayed on your screens.
On May 18, 1956, Travis and Emma Colby welcomed to the world Regina Colby Wayne. A Longview native, Regina has spent the majority of her adult life in East Texas. She is happily married to Broderick Wayne and their daughter Kendra, who she describes as what every parent would want in a child. As a child, Regina recalls that she was not able to play in the local park just behind her family home. While in high school, Regina would also experience some racial episodes that would remain with her. Since 2008, Regina has committed herself to the work and mission of the Unity and Diversity Committee.
If we try to do the best we can, to give the best we can, and to realize that regardless of the color of our skin, regardless of the nationality, our nationality, we must all get along. And human relationship is one of the best genuine relationship that you can have.
I always kid her and say that we're sisters by another mother, because we have, even though we're definitely not the same race, we have a lot of the same ideas. We agree with a lot of the same things, the same ideas about people, the same things same way we would want to do things. And I just love her. I just love her.
My mother taught me unity in the home. Race was not an issue. Color was not an issue. I looked beyond color because I went to school with all types of people. When my mother volunteered in the community, we didn't look at which race we were helping.
Regina pours out her heart in everything she does.
And whatever she can do for anyone, she's going to do it. And when they ask for a volunteer, she's the first one.
She has a servant's heart. She shows that to other people, and how better to bring people together than to give of yourself to others.
She's worked so hard on so many different committees. All that has an impact. And when someone has that type of personality, you respect it when you hear that.
She is very active. And sometimes I wonder, how does she hold down a full-time job and do all this volunteering, do all this, other activities that she does? But she does. She has more energy than anybody I know.
She's just an example to me of how people ought to treat other people. And so that builds unity and diversity anywhere you go when you're a person like that.
She does what's best for people. She wants everyone to get along, no matter race, no matter, what you look like, rich, poor, we're all the same. She's taught me to treat everybody the same.
That's one thing she always tries to do, is tries to get everybody together on one accord.
She can talk to people who maybe they wouldn't, maybe they would be a little bit anti a certain race or something, but Regina does not take that personally. To me, I think that is a huge part of being able to fit into a community and help make it grow.
Unity and diversity to me means to speak out for what you believe. It only takes one voice to make a difference. The first year at Longview High was difficult for us. That's when we had minorities to try out for cheerleaders and they did not make it. So we decided that we would organize a walkout in order to support them.
And we had walkouts. When they had to walk out, Regina looked for me, I looked for her. We walked out together, walked out to Southside Park. I stopped by the house, told my parents, she stopped by the house, tell her mom that we were going to walk out. We did everything together.
We also had a race ride at Longview High where there was a parking lot that was known as the Red Dirt parking lot. And we had a student teacher to come to Longview High to student teach. She was not from Longview. She had no idea the red dirt parking lot was only for the white people to park. So therefore she parked in that parking lot. And at the end of the day, when she got off, her tires had been sliced, cut up. And so she never came back to that school after that experience. We can all get along if we would just cross the bridge, eliminate the racial barriers, and strive to love one another as our sister and brother, regardless of the skin color.
When we're at the Multicultural Festival, she always goes out of her way to go to different people and communicate with them and invite them into her life.
Mrs. Wayne is a pillar in the community, and I will say in my life.
Anything she does, she's going to do well, and she's going to be determined, and she's going to stick to it and do her very best.
And I just love working with her because I know I can depend on her, and she will do her best. But she makes circles around me working.
My mom is dedicated. When she commits to something, she sticks through it. She's there on time. She gives 100% effort. She goes above and beyond. And that's what I do in my life.
She is the oil to the engine. I mean, on so many different levels. She is that grease that keeps everything running, and I know that because she is one of those quiet, unsung heroes quite often behind the scenes. You may not know she had her fingers in it, but she did.
One of Regina's favorite pastimes is clogging with the cloggers. And of course, Regina is the only African American that's in.
What inspired me to start clogging was one of my co-workers named Jackie was losing weight. And I asked her at work in the ladies' lounge, how are you losing so much weight? And she told me clogging. I had never, ever heard of clogging. I asked her, what is clogging? She said it was a Canadian dance. Would you like to come? I said, sure, I would like to come and watch.
When Regina joined the clogging group, yes, she was the only African American person there, but I knew I was probably going to learn things from her because I don't have any rhythm, and I knew I was going to get rhythm from Regina.
As I watched them, I'm thinking, that's nothing I can do. But what got me was the fact that I've never seen a black clogger. So I said, I like dancing, I have rhythm, I need to lose weight, so I'm gonna sign up for the next class. And I did.
And she has had some people throw out there, what are you doing in that clogger? What are you doing in that? You don't want in there, but no, it doesn't matter. That's what she does.
As I traveled with the down-home cloggers, I noticed people taking pictures of me constantly. I knew right off what it was. So sometimes the white people would come up and ask me, how did you get involved in that? How long have you been doing it? We've never seen a black clogger. I said, well, I hadn't either, so I'm the first in Longview, Texas. And I love it. We're just like a family.
Congratulations, Mrs. Regina. I am so proud of you. Job well done. You have made such a difference in our community with your work.
Regina, congratulations. This is a well-deserved honor. It's been a long time coming. You've been there with Unity University Racial Relations from the beginning.
I am so happy for you, and I am so proud of you.
Congratulations, Regina. This is a well-deserved honor.
Regina, if I could say one thing to you today, it would be take a bow and enjoy it because you deserve it.
Mama, I want to take the time to thank you for being the best mother. You are very deserving of this award. Congratulations on earning and achieving the Unity Honors Award. I love you, Mom.
My dream and my hope for the city of Longview is for all races, colors, and nationality of people to come together in unity and work towards unity in the community. What a better place and a community Longview would be to live in.
Mrs. Regina Wayne, could you please come to the stage? And maybe she'll give us a little clogging sample while she's up here.
Good afternoon. To God be the glory for the things He has done in my life. I am humble and blessed to be one of the recipients of the 2018 Unity and Diversity Honors Lifetime Achievement Award recipients. I would like to thank the Unity and Diversity Committee for continuing to face the elephant in the room. Volunteering has given me a deeper appreciation of how we can improve the quality of relationships in our community. I would also like to say that it is always right at the right time to do what is right. Be the change that you want to see, and the world will be a better place because of it. I shall pass this way but once. Therefore, any good that I can do, or any kindness that I can show, let me do it now, for I shall not pass this way again. Thank you.
Hopefully we can all walk away today feeling inspired by today's comments and honorees. This concludes today's ceremony and celebration. It has been an honor to be your MC today. Thank you very much for braving the elements with us today and making it here. Go forth and have a very, very blessed day.